Coming up on iPads in the Classroom, we're talking about music apps for young students. Hi, my name is Taylor Olson and welcome to iPads in the Classroom. Today we're talking about music applications for young students, and the first app we're going to visit is called Musical Me. And Musical Me comes from Duck Duck Moose. In this application, students learn about notes, rhythm, pitch, and instruments through various activities. To continue on with the application, students would tap on the mouse. And the first activity is just moving around animals to make them dance. So once they've started making an animal dance, the animal will continue dancing. Oops. There we go. Now they're all dancing. If you hit the arrow at the bottom on any of the activities, that'll change the music that's being played in the game. To move on to the next activity, click on the mouse again. And in this activity, students touch birds to play music. This is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If this is getting too easy for students, the level can be changed from 1 to 3.
Itsy spider coming around the mountain.
And this makes birds appear more quickly. Again, the song can be changed at the bottom. And the sound that the birds make when you touch them can also be changed by hitting the musical note in the upper right-hand corner. The next activity,
listen to the notes and copy the pattern. Do, so, mi.
Students listen to the notes and copy the pattern.
Do, so, mi.
Again, level can be changed from 1 to 3 to contain more buttons for them to follow. And the sound that each shape makes when you press it can also be changed. The last activity on the application allows students to move notes on a scale to make their own music. And once they've situated notes the way they want, they can hit the play button and their song will be played. This cannot be saved on the application, but students can rearrange and play the notes as many times as they'd like. And then as soon as they're done and they click the mouse, next activity, sorry, that wasn't the last activity. Students select an instrument and they play along with the music that they hear in the background. That can be changed by touching the arrows. The next application we're going to talk about is Cookie Coo. And Cookie Coo is just basically a Guitar Hero for preschoolers. In the free version of Cookie Coo, well, the basic version of Cookie Coo is free, but you only have 6 songs in the application. To get more songs, you can purchase additional albums, and each of the albums is 99 cents. But if we click on the album where songs about the body, let's go ahead and click Hokey Pokey. Students can pick an instrument to play. Go ahead and pick the drum. The level reflects how quickly they're going to need to touch buttons at the bottom of the screen to follow the beat of the music. So we'll go ahead and go to normal. And at the bottom, they can select the character they want to play with. So we'll hit start.
Are you ready?
And the song will begin. And when the beat matches the instrument, that's when the students are supposed to touch it. If they miss it, it'll say bad. If they hit it right on, it'll say perfect, and if they hit it a little bit off, then it'll tell them good. But as they're touching the beats, their score gets counted at the upper left-hand corner, and you can see how much longer the song's going to last by the blue bar at the bottom. Just like in any Guitar Hero game, the success they have is measured by the green bar at the top. And if we drop below that bar, it still keeps going. So just because they're missing notes doesn't mean they're going to lose the level necessarily. Our next app is Fee Fi Fo Fun's Make Me Music. And in this application, students can use a variety of instruments to make their own music. So we hit the play button, and students are given a room completely filled with instruments. So it could be a little overwhelming for students who've never played with the iPad before, or maybe who have never been introduced to instruments before, but it's a good place for them to explore. Down here, these flowers are rhythm buttons, and by turning them off, or tempo buttons, excuse me, they're tempo buttons. By turning them on and off, they can use that to help them make their music. Here we have a melody they can include into the music that they're doing, and there are different options available with that too. But the coolest thing is when they hit the record button,
Let's go!
they can make any music they want to, and they can touch any of the objects in the room to get all kinds of different sounds. And if we move over, there's more sounds. And they're not just the traditional instruments either, so you're broadening students' horizons when it comes to what you can make music with, including the didgeridoo, which I think is the best part of the entire room. Once they hit stop, students can share the song that they made, they can replay it, or they can make another song. The next app we're going to visit is Kinderbach, and Kinderbach is just a small portion of a much larger application, and this is just kind of to showcase other ways the iPad could be used in teaching music. This application actually teaches students how to play a keyboard located on the iPad, and there are different lessons at different levels, but in the free version, only level 1, 1, and 2 lessons are available. But we can go ahead and open this up to see what it looks like. And the lesson is shown with the video right here, so students just follow along with the video until they complete it. Underneath of the lessons, it gives the lesson objective or the topic that's going to be covered, and on the main screen you can also access games. And in the free version, only one game is available, and this is the game that corresponds to lesson 1. It's just a finger game.
Finger dance.
We'll skip
Let's
the
start
tutorial.
the finger dance.
It's called the finger dance, and what students do is they put up their hands, and on the hands here, the color finger that's located on the image that's shown is the finger they're supposed to use to touch those parts on the game. Obviously they can use other fingers, but the idea is that they practice using their hands as they would actually use them on a keyboard. So they're exercising their fingers at different parts of the song. After a certain part of the song moves on, they move on to the different parts of their fingers. The last app we're going to visit today is called Pet Piano, and this is really just kind of a fun game for students who've already been playing maybe with the piano. Maybe they could have been doing Kinderbach, or if they just want to play some fun piano music. Tabtail has a lot of other books that aren't related to music but are free for you to download on your iPad. The Amazing Pet Piano, however, is right up here, and when we click play, students can switch from cat sounds, music notes, and dogs while they're playing the keyboard. It's as simple as that. It really does nothing else. So today we talked about different music apps for younger students, and most of them were just highly visually engaging and very simple, but they're perfect for giving students that introduction to music and even introduction to the iPad. Thanks for watching iPads in the Classroom.